It's hard to explain.
That's how I feel, girl. You heard her? That if this was a SpongeBob episode, that'd be the fish that goes, my leg!
My leg.
Hi. You probably clicked on the wrong video, but since you're here anyway, we're gonna watch and react to Grimes' Trainwreck.
Hey guys, Naja here,
And this is me, the capital M. Naja is a professional music listener, and I am a professional music industry has-been failure. Professional. And at the end of the video, we're going to see how we feel about Grimes with our first impression of her being a train wreck, apparently. And train wreck, not like in like the social term that you are as a person are a train wreck, but that's a DJ term for when you mess up a blend.
Oh, I didn't know that.
When we looked it up, we couldn't find it. It was like we had to go damn near to the dark web to find this footage that we're looking at right here.
It's almost like I felt like it was like a conspiracy, like Elon Musk was trying to like get rid of all the footage of her.
Oh
fuck
my
up.
lord.
It was so weird.
He put his cape when he saw the news this morning. He put his cape on like, coming, baby.
I'm gonna scrub the internet.
And me and Grimes is two very different kind of DJs, but I thought it'd be fun anyway to watch it.
Yeah, let's do it.
What?
Actually,
Imagine that being your entrance.
I think that's pretty dope. I actually could really like that.
It's like the Batmobile, but a spider. That's crazy.
It always happens once.
Alright, that's cool. There was a little bit of a mess up. I don't know if she put her crossfader to the wrong CDJ. See, the type of DJ I was, 2 turntables and a mixer. I feel like she's the type of DJ that has like 6 CDJs and a mixer. So there's a lot I can't tell her, but she was like, hey, it gotta happen once. That's a good mentality. Roll with it.
But it is Coachella though.
Oh yeah, that's different. I probably lose sleep. Wait, why? Okay, what you don't want to do is mess up the flow of the show, but let's keep it rocking.
This shit always fucking happens. All my tracks are twice as fast, so I'm not mixing very well. But I'm gonna keep trying, and I appreciate you guys being here.
You see, you know her fans love her because
Yeah.
I've never got that reaction after a train wreck. Like everyone's staring at me, people are getting off the dance floor. They might even leave the club,
Right.
and then it just makes you feel even worse. But that's because they didn't come there for me. They came there for the club, and I failed them, so they left. If you're at Coachella, you probably came for her or an artist.
Yeah, exactly. So I think she definitely has some more. They're more lenient with her. At least there's no tomatoes.
Yeah, they're trying to show her love. Would that have thrown you off if you were enjoying her music?
A little bit, but if I really love her, like she could just spit in the air and I'd be like, okay.
Like, I'ma catch it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna open my mouth.
There has never been a Grimes show without a major technical difficulty, but
Word?
At least she's honest. She's honest.
it will continue. And just don't blame me. It's not my fault. Well, it's partially my fault, but it is not entirely my fault.
Cringe.
So.
Alright, so that right there tells me a lot. When I was DJing hip hop, rap, neo soul, funk, I mean, that was all I was that department. I was the sound department. I was a one-man department. What she just told me was a quick reminder that she's doing it big. This genre, this show is at a scale beyond me. I think my biggest gig was at Knitting Factory. What she said, this wasn't my fault, so don't blame me. She probably has, what do they call them in EDM? She basically has an assistant to organize her settings for her and to set all the correct BPMs, to select all the correct cue spots for her. So all she has to do is show up and perform. And she said that you can't go to a Grimes show without there being some kind of a technical difficulty. So that tells me that her assistant is the one messing up, whatever the EDM DJ world calls their assistants.
Yeah, actually, Earlier, while I was on TikTok, I saw a clip of what was happening, and I went straight to the comments. And someone did confirm. They're like, "We've been to a Grimes DJ event before, and she did fuck up then too." So it is, and she is telling the truth. There's probably probably messes up all the time.
Or if she's like an image-based artist, you have your assistant, but your assistant's gonna take the fall for you, so you don't look bad, because you're the brand.
Yeah,
That could be another possibility, but we don't know. I don't know her.
Yeah.
This is my first time seeing her, knowing what she looks like. I heard her name on tracks, like in track listings, and then I saw her in a picture next to Elon Musk, and then I'm seeing this. Like that's my exposure to her.
I know her as the musician and not a DJ, definitely a musician. So I'm like, I'm not a fan, like a huge fan of her, but like I do enjoy some of her songs. They're actually really good.
Oh God.
I hate to do this. All my tracks are, this is insane. All my tracks are double the tempo, and they're like, I'm trying to do the math, but they're kind of unmixable if we can't. I'm gonna go back to.
Is she looking back at her assistant?
The rest of the mixes are gonna be a bit crazy, y'all, because I handed the last song about 2 hours ago, and something in Record Box fucked up, if anyone knows what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
she's
So
record box.
the rest of the set isn't mixes, but it will be fun.
One thing that I feel like would be worth addressing is there's two main approaches to your DJ set for DJs. And once again, I'm coming from the two turntable side. And that's, you have your set pre-planned, or you're just going with the flow. You don't know what you're gonna play next until you're there. So I feel like people love making playlists. They love making mixtapes, CDs for their friends, putting the songs in the right order. And then when they get into DJing, they want to build their set that way. But real life, I found, doesn't work that way. It's kind of like how in football, when I was playing football, we would script the first X amount of plays just to gain information on the ops. And then we would throw that away and then start calling it from the heart using the information we got from the script. So I do DJing using a bit of both. My first 5 to 10 songs are scripted. It's gonna be bangers, but it's gonna be different kind of bangers so that I can get information on what kind of crowd I have that night. So say that 9 of my songs didn't hit, but 1 did, I'm gonna keep it in the vibe of that 10th.
Okay.
And then maybe explore here and there. Maybe all of them hit, and then I know I got them in the palm of my hand. I can play whatever I want.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I do my DJ sets. But her genre of DJing, I feel like is built on making your entire set beforehand. So if you have tracks that aren't working, that's going to throw off the rest of your set. Whereas if it was me, if a song was queued up wrong, it had the wrong BPMs, and I didn't have the time to fix it, I just throw that to the side. I play a different one. Yeah, I just keep it pushing. I keep improvising. But for her, I feel like her entire set, she came out with the Spider-Mobile. She probably had the whole thing planned around the set, not just the set itself, but like the props and.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
It'd be way more stressful if things were going wrong that way.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let's keep it pushing before the feds take this video down too.
Okay, let me try to get this actually. Oh, yeah.
It looks like she's going to improv mode.
Oh, wait, fuck. Hang on, the also starting cues. 1 sec.
You don't have to tell them that. Oh. Oh, they love her.
It's actually not my fault. I'll actually take responsibility for it, regardless, but. I'm gonna show you my rage right now. Ah!
She sounds like me when I'm frustrated, when I'm like freaking out over something.
Yo, she make a good gamer. Like the gamer rage is boiling, and I see it. I see so much potential in her to be an Overwatch player or something.
Oh my god, yeah. She reminds me of me. Oh, she got the Valkyrie hat on. That's amazing.
The headpiece?
Yeah.
That's the endgame headgear. I don't know what that's like.
This is a difficult thing to explain. We're having a major technical
I'm
error.
cringing. I'm cringing right now. Oh. If I was in that crowd, I'd be like, I gotta leave. I gotta leave. This is so cringe.
At that point, I'd stay just to watch the train. Okay, now it's turning into a DJ train wreck into a regular train wreck.
Yeah.
Where all the song tempos are double speed, and I have not practiced the math because I'm not fast at math. But I am going to.
Wait, okay, so, all right. The math, you just have to, all right. So if the tempo of the set is at 80, but you tempoed all your songs at double, so what's double of 80 is 160. If you're at 80, then you got to find all of your tracks that are at 160, and then it'll sync up perfectly.
Oh.
If you go to a track of yours that's 170, but the set is at 80, the math's not gonna match.
Okay.
All right, that's on her, and that's just dividing by 2. Like you should have had that in the bag by 4th grade. I think her kids' names are more mathematically complicated than dividing by 2. I don't know why she's that. Maybe she's flustered, but I feel like no matter how flustered you are, how can you forget how to divide by 2?
I mean, maybe she's panicking, to be honest, because I would, if I was in that situation, I'd be like, I don't know what to do. Honestly, I would have just got off the stage crying and stuff. So
It's easy for me to say because by this point, the Sandman would have came and took my ass out the club, and I would have been outside in the alleyway. I think she handled everything prior to this well in her way. Some parts better than others. Whether I would have done it differently or not. But here, I feel like this is where she's spiraling now, like mentally. She's getting so frustrated, and I don't blame her because look at all the money that went into her set.
it seems like her fans are very, very supportive, even when she's screwing up. So
Maybe that's a part of the show. Like some people go to NASCAR just to see the cars crash, or they watch football games just to see unfortunate injuries.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I'm going to handle this. All right. Let's try this again. Y'all, don't judge me for being bad at...
Her DJ booth looks like something the king of Waco Mundo would be sitting on, like his throne, someplace where he put his throne on Bleach. Yeah.
Like this calculating things.
Golly, look at all those people.
You know what? Being bad at math is not a sin. What the fuck? That was actually me. That time that was actually me.
Baby, what is you doing? No.
Okay.
So being a turntablist, you could have the mic and you could be your own MC, or you could have an MC with you. I've seen both in equal amounts. For me, I didn't like being on the mic because I was self-conscious about my voice. I had my MC do it, and she would have benefited from having an MC to talk to the crowd, to do the damage control while she figured out what's going on technically instead of trying to multitask. But I don't know if EDM DJs, if it's normal for them to have an MC like that. I don't even think it's normal for them to be on the mic unless absolutely necessary.
I mean, yeah, I think that's a really great idea, but I don't know if an MC could save this.
Like it wouldn't even matter.
No! Okay, before I start any more songs, I just want to say, in the very classic Grimes fashion, I'm having the... This is very hard to explain because it's a complex technology, but...
No.
Everything
Yeah.
is put to a double tempo, so I'm doing a lot of internal math in my mind to
It's a complex technology. We've just discovered it in human society. It's called dividing by two. I don't know if any. Oh, poor baby. I mean, I'd be making fun of myself. I wouldn't be trying to say it's a complicated.
I'm just dying from cringe right now, but what's saving it right now is probably the fact that I really love her shirt and her hair, that I really want it. I want to find out where she got it from.
Oh, that's so positive. Yeah, I was thinking she's got great cheekbones and all that too. I like her hair.
I think, yeah, that's the only thing that's distracting me right now. From me completely spiraling myself, so, yeah.
Together and having to... It's hard to explain.
That's how I feel, girl. You heard her? On the left? The death screen?
Yeah, I did.
But it is my fault for handing in
That if this was a SpongeBob episode, that'd be the fish that goes my leg.
My leg.
Girl was.
Oh.
last track about an hour and a half ago. So I take responsibility for this because, yes, I should not have done that. However, I'm going to play a bunch of new music now. This next one is one of my favorites of all time. I made it with Sub Focus, who's one of my favorite artists. I love drum and bass. Because of the technical difficulty we're having, I cannot tell what the CDJ is reading, so I'm going to guess the BPM of the song, and I'm going to
Oh,
I'm going to use my ear and try to make it work. So
Okay. So when you blend two tracks, you gotta match the tempo. You know the fader I have, that little fader on the turntable itself to make it go faster and slower. I started using Serato, which is the program on my laptop.
Yeah.
But I could still use turntable and vinyl with it. But I still made sure to mix by ear in case of situations like this, because you can look visually at what the BPM is. The program will tell you this is 89 and this one is 89.5. You got to slow down 89.5. And then you could just mix by eye. You don't even have to have the headphones. You know the quintessential image of a DJ with a headphone in one ear. You don't have to mix with your ears anymore. Now you can just do it with your eyes.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool that you have that. Let's say you got to get a speed mix going and then you'd rather just do it by eye, but you can't forget how to do it by ear, and you can't learn to DJ without somewhat knowing how to mix by ear, because situations like this will happen. It's not like, oh, that won't happen to me. No, this is going to happen. You're going to have to know how to mix by ear. Yeah. Because the BPMs that she's relying on is lying to her. So now she's got to put a headphone in, I hope, and mix it by ear. And if you haven't done that in a while, it's gonna be a hero's triumph if she pulls it off.
Oh.
if I will do that right for you, I will do this correctly for you.
Oh, poor baby.
It's currently reading 134.
Oh my God, she's an over-explainer. You could tell she's an over-explainer.
Well, I mean, I'm sure she's panicking right now. Like, oh, I would be freaking out. In fact, she must have had the biggest chill pill before she got on stage, because
that shit ran out.
I would have been in tears. I would have ran off the stage. I probably would honestly just bust out, like, just crying right then and there. Like, I wouldn't know what to do. So she's doing way better than what I would. I'd be like, I'll just give you your money back, Coachella, bye.
and then leave Earth.
So this could be cray, but let me handle this. Okay.
Girl, you've handled it like 5-10 times already.
We finished this song like 8 hours ago.
What was that Easter egg? Who was that person?
I don't know, honestly.
That must have been her assistant moving the USB sticks around the CDJs and shit for her.
Oh man.
I don't know how many CDJs are up there. I don't know a lot about the EDM DJ world, but I know sometimes they got someone like that, like hiding in the cut.
Yeah.
If this works, we're having a
That sounded like Goku's like final ki blast.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
It looks. Wow.
Cool visuals.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say actually, like, I would really love to see her set because I think she really has amazing visuals. Like, from what I'm seeing, the little clips here and there, I'm like, oh man, I would love to see more of it.
And we gotta remember, this is an edit of the mess ups, so there could be minutes and minutes of she saved it in between.
Yeah.
That we're not seeing. And
the music doesn't sound bad at all. I'm like actually really like enjoying the little tiny 2-second clips I'm hearing. I'm like, oh shit, I really actually I'm enjoying it.
Because EDM is vast. People hear psytrance or techno or something. They hear one part of it and it's not for them, and they throw out the entire world of electronic music.
Yeah.
But there's probably something in there for everybody.
Absolutely.
Oh,
that's me. That is me screaming. That's me.
Look, her go-go dancer fell asleep. She died.
Major technical difficulty. I'm trying to think.
Died from embarrassment.
I'm not good enough at math for this shit, but here we go.
Okay, that mess up. I feel like all these recent mess ups is her not knowing how to mix by ear. If she was doing non-EDM, she could do sudden cuts, like just baby scratch it and then drop it and just flip the fader all the way over. If you've been DJing for at least 40 minutes, you know what I'm talking about. But the thing is, I think with her genre, those real long, steady transitions, that's what I mean. All DJing sets should sound like one long song, preferably, but it really happens in electronic music. So I feel like she can't, with her genre, just do those like hard cuts. Which is, if I'm like, dang, I can't mix right now, I just be doing hard cuts for like 20 minutes until I can get my head together. But she can't. That's not the kind of set she's doing. Oh.
Hey, that's my song. I really loved everything, the visuals, the really cool spider thing she came in that Elon probably bought her, and like, you know, it's I think she really does have it. She just needs to work on it a little bit more.
The Spider-Mobile is probably Elon's like middle school project.
Probably.
And he was like, hey, you want to use this for the show?
Yeah.
I get the vibe that she's an overall creative. She does all kinds of things, all things creative. And when it comes to this music stuff, she's a producer before she's a DJ.
Yeah.
I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's just the vibe I get. And that's not to say she's not a good DJ. I just feel like she's a producer first. So if there's little minute contingency plans with production, she'll know more of those tactics than the contingency plan tactics for DJing. But I will say one thing. I hope that this is a huge wake-up call to her team. You spend a lot of money and energy on making the show stupid, like in a good way, like stupid. But the little details matter. Don't cut no corners. Don't double check, triple check. And we have to support her. So if she's out of a job, we're out of a job.
Exactly.
This is me.
And this is
That's
Tasha.
lowercase me. You can now open your porn tabs again. Until next time.